3, 2, 1. Good morning, afternoon, or future evening. Welcome to the world after Skynet. You are listening to the Terminator theme song. Remade by IdiOtBlog. You go find IdiOtBlog at Darth_Necron.com. Brad Fiedel, American composer, wrote this song. Brad Ira Fiedel, retired American composer for film and television. He's at 68 years old now. Known for heavy synthesizer styles and collaborations with James Cameron on Terminator. It's interesting, James Cameron, yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but James Cameron, what's he doing? He's doing those, is he doing avatars? Yeah, he's doing Avatar 2, 3, 4, and 5. I like him. Thing is about the composer who did the Avatar movies is he died at like 51. Brain fart on. I have to look that guy. I think his name is Andy something. I gotta look. Avatar soundtrack. James Horner. Did he die? Yes, he did. Yeah, he died just a few years ago. So they're going to continue, but they're going to obviously need different music. They're going to have to find a way to harken to that old music, kind of like how, the Star Wars does it. John Williams is alive, though, right? John Williams, I think, is still kicking. I don't know if he's still producing and making music, but we're just talking about film producing, film composers, major production composers. Some of my favorites are, as listed, John Williams, James Horner, and Danny Elfman, who's previously of the band Oingo Boingo. Okay, I got this soundtrack cranked. The thing is, it just reminds me of being a kid. It reminds me of pretending to have half of my face destroyed in a red light. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. You know what I mean? Hell yeah. Just want to remind you guys, I have had an interview with Liam, and that interview is available in my collections of interviews at the blog page at bandlab.com/IdiOtBlog. Hell yeah. Great work on that, my friend. Great work. What a great piece of work. How entertaining. Let me get my Grandpa Rick burps out of the way. Okay, this is Possessed by Robert Corleone III. I'm gonna have 2 tracks, Wicked Rockstar and Possessed from this artist. Then we have 2 other artists and then some tracks you may have already heard that I have put out recently for the set of contests this month. I want to mention something real quick. I was approached by Killa Beats. He's a contest participator and a great artist on here. And I was approached by him. He's like, man, how can we get these loaded up so early? And I just had to lay it on them that, hey, you know, they're ahead of us plus 16 hours, 15 hours during daylight savings, and they drop them from first to the something. I usually wait a half an hour from when it's supposed to start, because sometimes they've had contests that start a half an hour after midnight. All that being said, I just dropped them, you know, like an hour after, because I wasn't sure about daylight savings and all that. I was just kind of confused on the time zones. I dropped them late, an hour late after the contest's period started. But there you go, the end of the pre-recorded. But the thing is with the contests is that no, this is good. This is good stuff. Wicked Rockstar. So the thing is with those contests is they leave the results posted for a long time. The next day, the next month, the first has started, but it isn't really midnight in our region of the world yet. It isn't really the next day. It isn't the first over here in America. And the app is really United States centered. It's not based in there, but a lot of things about it is based on the huge amount of users out of the United States that constantly use the app. So yeah, not really a big deal, but yeah, I just drop them and I start promoting right away. I spent like a good 3 weeks working on my song this time. I spent a lot of time ahead of time getting them prepared, trying to guess what the next month's contest is going to be. I'm hit or miss. Sometimes I do things that they don't like, perhaps like 3 songs is 1, and it might be on top of the contest the whole time, but I won't win. I don't always win with the song that is on the top. Sometimes I win with some other kind of more random track that was up in the listings, but isn't the one. And the first time I won with something that had under 100 likes, and you see it on there all the time. You see contests with a bunch of guys with thousands of likes, and 100 likes, and 700 likes, and 300 likes. Oh yeah, that's the first 4, but those first 4 don't win. You see somebody with 63 likes takes the win. So, hey, maybe the time at the contest ended, it had even less, because that was 2 weeks ago when the contest ended. So, based on when they announced it, week and a half to 2 weeks later. So, what are we getting at? Man, I'm not affiliated with them. I don't know them. They took my check mark, all that kind of stuff. It's not, I don't have any, just some people there must like my music, or it must be I'm doing some cool stuff that they're just surprised by and liking enough that they're giving me rewards. I've really, 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 really appreciated it. It's been huge for my music, but at the same time, I took a big old stance against the app. Not really against the app, but against the changes of the app. And they took it like I was taking a stand against them and didn't like the behavior I had. And they told me, hey, stop. And they said, we're taking your check mark and we're suspending you for a week. And you can earn it back by being part of the community. And maybe you can earn it back, I said. And so I'm going to try. I don't have any special way in. So, we moved on from Possessed and Wicked Rockstar by Robert Corleone III, which, by the way, you can find at Robert Corleone III, and that is RobertCorleone. So it could be Corleone III, the third. And then this track is Birtle26, which you can find at BIRTL_26 out of Manchester, United Kingdom. This is a song called Better Do Right, Better Do Better. Song of Hope. Better do right, better do better. Whoa, yeah. Yeah, baby. Better do right, better do better, yeah. Better do right, better do better. I'm just picking some solid tracks, some fun artists, some cool things that were like brought to my attention because I'm trying to do a quick blog. I'm in the middle of making cookies for a BandLab user. We're doing a little trade. I'm pretty excited about this. Better do right, better do better, yeah. Better do right, better do right, better do right, better do better, better do better, better do right, better do right, better do right, better do better. That's cool. Really cool track, you guys. Better do right, better do better. A Song of Hope. Next track is Purple Hold. You're gonna hear him say that. Train Tracks Beats in the band. About that cash. Yalpa Music Entertainment. About that cash, Yalpa Music Entertainment. BDCYME.
Just a big pussy squawking, cause I gave him purple hole. I got a new bitch, I'm chalking. Watch me tie me like a pony, just a scab. Cross and toss that little bitch a bone. Big pussy talking, but I don't see him going. Just a big pussy squawking, cause I gave him purple hole. I got a new bitch, I'm chalking. Watch me tie me like a pony, just a scab. Cross and toss that little bitch a bone. Hey, call her the mug, I just call me about it. That gun on his he got heated like Toddy. Talking that shit, got on smoke with a shotty.
Burning the purple coal.
Purple, they need to be trained on the potty. I'm at the bar and I'm drinking Tecate. You in the bars at the park with your mommy. Your lunch are titty and my manicotti. Cleaning my hair like the first name is Scotty. Hey, I heard
I'm giving it a special. It's a smoke treatment. If you guys haven't heard about it. What happens is the mic gets high. That's what I mean. The mic gets high. That's it. A little piece of chit chat about how I do the setup. What's going on here is I have an iPad which has track 1, the music, right? And you guys can tell that, right? Yeah. And then the microphone. Slowly just fading it up, and I'm fading up, and I get, oh yeah. And that's how you do it. And that right there, if you wanted to monitor what you're doing, you wouldn't want to do it while you're recording. You might want to do it after you're recording, for the most part. unless you're quietly monitoring and playing an amp that's kind of isolated from you. So mic's a little bit hot there. But at that point, let me just keep explaining what I'm doing is, so I have it going in here, and then it has the mixer where the mic's going, panned left, so it goes into this track. Okay, there we go. Jaws of Life. This is drums by Matt Dunlap, guitar and bass by me, and it's in the contest for people to add to. Sing to this track if it's what you wanna do. You know you got an attitude and you got angry shit to scream, so you wanna get it out. You know what I mean? It's this one track you might get that heart attack out that you were gonna have from the shit that was building up stress in your life. You understand? You gotta get it out on the Jaws of Life. So that's what this track is called, Jaws of Life. But what I'm saying is, this is made to be forked. It's musical. Enjoy it, you guys. It's kind of like a cross between the punk and the metal I do. So, and it's Matt on drums. Nothing done to his drums except for a little EQ to make it push in the mix good. So what's going on here? I got this iPad with the two things here, and they're mixing the sound on one, the computer sending to the mixer and pan to one side, and the mic go to the mixer and pan to the other side, coming in here. So this is the sound of the music, and this is the sound of the mic. Then out of this, in mono, and not in mono, but in stereo summed version, with all the effects from this monitored, comes out into this unit with barely any kind of delay. You'd never tell there's a delay. And that audio goes directly into what you guys are watching. Then I film the room and have the audio from these devices monitored in to the inputs, set to the level that's just as hot as hell. It's hitting flashing red like crazy. If you guys can see that, it flashes red with every word I say, and that's going right into you guys. And then I can also, if I wanted to, I could switch in the middle and go right on over here and hear myself and make sure I can hear. It sounds exactly the same in here as it does down here. It's just that when I take it out, I can't hear anything that's going on, so I just keep talking like I can pretend I can hear it. Alright, so Jaws of Life, it's a really interesting track. It's got a lot of changes, cool parts, fast parts. It'd be hard to write to, but not insanely hard to write to, because there's only like 3 different riffs. Maybe 4, depending on how you think of it. But it's simple, open E style jam, just metal, very thrash-like, punk-like. Track after it has a different drummer. It's Bambi Coro, Bambi the Deer. One of his drum tracks that I previously featured, drum track 3. Boom! I smashed it. Called it Rochambeau. Rochambeau. Rock, paper, scissors. Cool image of a Rochambeau where they're like 3 hands are going and it's like the winning order. There is something I want to show you before the blog ends. I got a couple tracks, but I'll do it on the last track. You thought the song was over, but you're fucking wrong. Endless punk risk, never stopping. This is my song, Jaws of Life. Keep rockin', rollin', never stopping. You can't control me. I want a black check mark. 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 Whoa! I want a black check mark. Give me a black check mark. Or a big red fat banner that says born in space. Ugh. Okay, Rochambeau, motherfuckers. Dude, these drums are sick. I did miss it. It is like a cool break. Kind of like that. And I miss it. I could riff like that. And I missed it both times. My bad. Next time, I will be tighter. Much tighter. So first I want to share my recipes. My recipes! My chocolate chip recipe. I do 3 cups of flour, 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda and salt mixed together as a dry. Then I do 2 sticks of soft butter, 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 2 large eggs, and 1 large egg white only. Then I mix those together. Then I add the dry. Then after that's all mixed together, I add 2/3 to 3/4 of a bag of mini semi-sweet Toll House style chocolate chip cookies. Then I do just under a 1-inch size balls, you know, like my balls, human sized balls. We're all familiar. So, you know, about this big. So you make the balls, but that's after chilling for 1 hour in the fridge, and then you cook them 9.5 minutes at 385. Snickerdoodles is a little different because it's 3 cups of flour, 1.5 of teaspoons of cream of tartar, 1.25 teaspoons of baking soda, and a little bit of salt, a few pinches, or 1/4 teaspoon. And then the wet is again 2 sticks of butter, 2 large eggs, and 1 egg white. But then it's just under 2 cups of regular sugar, and then the 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Again, you mix the wet, then add the dry. The dry is pre-mixed together itself. Combine slowly and do not overbeat. It's pretty hard to do. Again, refrigerate for an hour, and then you make those little under an inch size balls after it's been refrigerated, and these you roll in a 3 parts sugar, 1 part cinnamon, pinch of clove dust, or a pinch of nutmeg, up to you. And they are again baked at 385 for 9.5 minutes. Now let me get the cookie dough, and you guys listen to this song, which I've been sharing the shit out of, and you probably already heard. Be right back, guys.
So carefully, Mom's in the kitchen baking up a giant roast. The sweets we have left over are what Santa loves the most. My mom's candies.
I'm just kidding.
My mom's cookies bring Santa Claus.
And I use miniature semi-sweet Toll House chocolate chips. And I don't fully permeate the mix with the whole bag, as so often recommended in even a smaller batch size. It's just too much chocolate chip. It becomes a chocolate treat and not a mix. You have to have balance, and that balance comes from a very loving perspective that you can jot down in a very specific recipe, but it's not ever going to get on the back of the package, guys, because it doesn't tell you to use all the chocolate chips. You guys, I missed one that my mom spends tons of time on, but she forgets it too. Homemade peanut butter cups and homemade peanut butter cups. Oh, my mom Santa Claus to me. My mom's cookies bring Santa Claus to me. The cookies and candies my mom bakes are the reason for the toys that Santa makes. Oh yeah, you guys. I love I did this. I love it. And I love it because I gave it to my mom already, and she loved it. But what she doesn't know is I'm making a second one that's the different song, and I'm going to do a bunch of other Christmas songs and give her the whole set as a Christmas gift. Don't tell her, but if you watch this, you get to know. Alright, you guys, that is IdiOtBlog 282. We are music. Have a nice day, guys.